Welcome to Pure Michigan Pour. I'm Dan Burrows.
I'm Brent Wentz.
Today we are here greeted with the amazing Kevin.
Hi, everybody.
We're with Mammoth here today. We are doing a special blending today for our good friend Rishi. This is our first blend with Mammoth. We love Mammoth products. We fell in love with them at Bourbon Fest where we met you originally. We just can't wait to do this.
Check out our Mammoth video. We've done a couple of them, so check out our reviews. But we're just gonna get into it here, and this is my first time blending, so I'm gonna learn some things. And Dan's done it before, so
We've done it one other time.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it. So let's,
Kevin,
go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, thanks. So this definitely is an experience even for me. This is my second time doing a blend in this kind of nature, right? Like I've done blends at home, just goofing around, but I was never really scientific about it. Just kind of like taking a pour of this, taking a pour of that, seeing how it works out. And if it was good, it's good. If it wasn't, it wasn't. So we have a nice full selection. Mammoth not only is a distillery, but we are a blending house, right? So we pulled a lot of different juices from MGP, from Canada, Alberta, and we have a lot of great stuff here in front of us that we're going to go through individually at first, take some individual notes, talk about what we're tasting across the board. We want to get a full kind of spectrum on the palate, right? Front, middle, and back. Granted, if you want more of that front end, we can go however you guys want to, right? You don't have to do it in one particular way. A very important factor to remember is that there is no wrong, right? What you're tasting is what you're tasting. We might describe it differently, but more often than not, you're talking about the same things, just different verbiage. So I think maybe what we can do is start from the right end,
okay?
Right? So with these tasting notes, there's plenty of room in here to go through and write as much as you need, right? Pages on the back end, we have full notations, right? What you're seeing, we're gonna do with barrel A, you have palate and you have the finish. What I like to do on the palate and the finish is kind of give a markings of 1 through 10 as far as like intensity. It's like mild is gonna be that 1 and 10 is gonna be that really intense. So we want to look on where it's hitting in the palate, that front, that middle, that back. Similarly with that finish, is it long, middle, is it short? We're going to do some mild tasting notes, talk about each one, see what we're all getting.
Okay.
And then after all that, after we taste each one, get some mild notes going, we are going to play Mad Scientist.
Perfect.
And then we're going to do some blends and find something that's going to work well with Rishi and work well with the public, and have a lot of fun doing so.
All right.
So our first one on the far right, that's our 20-year Canadian rye finished in American oak.
Yeah, like a meaty, like almost a venison beef stick.
Oh yeah, a little savory thing going on there.
Savory, yeah. That's yeah, definitely got that going on.
So one of these I would figure would be a really solid base.
No.
And then we're going to want to kind of play a little bit, right? Because something might be a little bit more desserty, and we can contrast that with that savory tone. That's really nice, though.
It is nice.
So do you guys, do you swirl your whiskey like heavily, or?
I like to coat the glass and warm it a little.
Yeah. I always see those debates.
Yeah,
you know, it's like,
yeah.
it's so funny because within whiskey comparatively to wine, I think there's a lot more
In common.
Well, there's a lot in common for sure,
Yeah.
but like how you want about tasting it,
Oh, yeah.
right? Those 5 S's that you have with wine doesn't necessarily apply to the whiskeys, and this one's pretty viscous too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely hangs.
Like it's not even coming down. It's just like a mountain of. I'm going to say right here.
Yeah.
Good rye spices, mild sweetness.
Yeah.
I get more of it in the middle, I think.
Yeah, I definitely gave it more mid-range.
Yeah. Like there's a pop right in the front, but it sort of dissipates.
Yeah. Finish is short though.
Yes, it is a very short finish. That is for sure.
Not too much on the back end though.
Yeah.
Which, for a base, I do like the middle though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The middle's good. I think it's a nice.
Because there is a spiciness too that's sort of like just hanging onto the tongue.
Yeah.
You're right, on that front end.
Yeah.
But it's not a heated spice.
No.
It's almost like that numbing agent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lidocaine almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you want lidocaine with your
No,
whiskey. That's
but-
probably not a good
no.
idea. But
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
With that.
it doesn't exactly have a whole lot of dynamics, as it were.
No.
Right?
It's just very straightforward. Very straightforward.
It's funny too, is like when I find myself making my notes, I'm not writing flavor profile as much as I am like sort of texture things that are
Okay,
going on in my
yeah.
mouth, right? Like
Yeah.
I always end just finding that. I don't know why, but that's what I have the more of a focus on. But I do get a little bit of fruits out of this. Maybe a dried apricot or something like that. I don't
yeah.
know.
I was thinking like appley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dried apricot's not so much. Yeah, it's more. It is
More
more
apple.
apple. Yeah.
Not super sweet, but yeah.
So a lot of times too, when you're nosing and you're taking your initial samples, you don't want to nose with your mouth closed. You want to have your mouth open because it pulls through your full olfactory. And similarly with that taste, when you're getting it on your palate at first, let it sit there for a sec. When you swallow, breathe in as though you're
some
sucking through
air.
a straw, right? And then exhale, and it gets through your whole olfactory, right? Not a bad start though.
Yeah.
Oh no, excellent start.
So we want to move on?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So our next, another 20-year Canadian rye, no finish. Not so much of an ethanol,
No.
No,
but there's something that I can't place the smell.
We find that a lot.
I don't know what that is.
We get that a lot. It's like,
I would say like,
place it,
yeah,
but
my weakest component is my nose, like
yeah,
100%.
for sure. I'm trying to
you know.
train it.
I want to get one of those.
nosing kits.
Yeah,
been
exactly.
talking
The
about
sensory
it.
kits. Exactly. Yep.
I have one in the shopping cart right now.
I mean, I've referenced those wheels a lot of different times,
Yeah.
but that's more of your tastes, right? Like it's not so much of the nose, and the fact that like, how much of that smell is your first instinct to taste. I really want to have it more
Yeah.
tuned in, you know.
Yeah.
I think that it might just be a wood, just the oak of it.
Yeah. But it's not over oaked,
No,
but it's good.
that's what I like about these northern ryes.
Yeah.
They're smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're not as stringent.
Right. The wood is a component, but it's a secondary
And
component.
it's not like you're chewing on rye.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
It's a short finish on that one, do you think, too? Or
No,
maybe a
no,
little
no.
longer?
That was a little longer.
Maybe mid?
I would say mid.
Yeah.
It's still on my tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What is that though?
That's a nice mild tone all around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
I like that.
It was less savory. Mm-hmm. A little more, no, I wouldn't say sweet, but it was less of those spices.
man. I do like that one.
That one's nice.
That is really nice. a lot can be done with this one.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
That's,
a
a
good
good
base.
base.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
'Cause that's, I mean, I got 7s all the way through for,
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same up front, middle, and finish.
Yeah, it definitely.
That's a good.
It's very well balanced
that'd
across
be-
the board.
That would be a good base,
Yeah,
especially with what I see coming up next.
exactly. There's some fun oddballs that we were able to pull.
No, that's
So
good. That should be
that's kind of a fun component with this too. Like these are ever changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So based on what we have available,
Right.
Yeah.
it sort of just is like
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're like, oh hey, that one's gone. Now we have this one, right?
Yeah.
It's like doing homework.
Yeah, right.
But fun homework.
Yeah. Do I have
I
to?
remember drinking whiskey while I was doing my homework. That would have made it much
If you
more-
were,
much
man,
better.
you're ahead of your time. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next we got our 16-year,
16-year.
also Canadian Alberta, cherry wood finished.
Yeah.
Oh, instant.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sweet dark cherry.
Yep.
Oh darn. When I was younger, whenever I got food and I was like, oh, I'm really hungry, and it was something I really, really liked, I started like thinking this dance, and it was just like in your seat, it's like woohoo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. That's nice. That's going to be a really nice component.
That cherry's way at the back of that.
Yeah.
Real nice. Oh, it's still going. That's definitely long.
Oh man.
Let me think.
Dang, that's good. It's like a nice balance of sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Nothing too harsh.
Yeah, it's very long. I feel like it's very long on the finish.
You feel a longer
Yeah,
finish on that one?
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I'm still like, it's still working.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm on the back end too.
So that might be something to consider too, like the rough turnaround time. What season we're going to be probably getting into that fall season,
That's a good point.
Up by campfire.
right?
Yeah.
It does linger on that back end.
It does. Yeah, that one lingers quite a while.
I get a nice spice.
Baking spices.
Yeah, exactly right.
Cherry pie.
A cherry pie. A tart sour cherry pie. Montmorency cherry pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild though too, because I still get a lot of the flavor up front,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it just like
And it just keeps
it stays
going.
in the
Yep.
bag. So it's predominant. It's very up front and forward of what it is, and it still just like reminds you that it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
All right.
on to the next.
Number 4.
Alrighty. So now we're making a left turn. We're going to be going into a 5-year MGP bourbon.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Right.
Lots of
yeah.
Right. On the
Yeah,
nose.
lots of it.
A bit of cinnamon.
Oh, I don't think I mentioned too. Like everything's at 100 proof.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right, the whole total blend is going to be 100 proof. Well, that's a bit sharper than I anticipated.
Yeah. It's a good bourbon. That one's got some hang time too.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty. Another really well balanced one, I feel like.
Absolutely. Because it has all those classic bourbons, you know,
Yep.
those caramels and everything like that, right? The vanillins, all those desserts. But it's not overly
Overly sweet.
heavy on the palate overall.
No, right.
It's kind of a clean wash almost.
I still get good oak. Not like overly oak or stringent oak. Did I take a barrel of that?
Yeah.
Someone called Rishi. What was our budget?
Rishi?
Comment below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we came under it the other one.
Did we? Oh, that's good.
Doubt it.
Yeah. Nice warm. Very.
Get
Yeah.
that hug I'm looking for.
Yep. That's a contender for base too. No, you don't think so?
Not for base.
No.
You're wrong.
He'll tell me I'm wrong. He doesn't care. Our palate's a little bit different.
That's good.
Yeah,
That should be, man.
We
Like,
try to, yeah.
I like to have like a blending crew or a tasting crew that have all different, you know, favorabilities as far as what they like to profile.
Yeah.
If it gets too, you know,
Right.
the same across the board,
Yeah.
it gets boring. You're
Yeah.
doing the same kind of profile each and every time, and
Yeah.
nothing changes.
That was good. I like that bourbon, man. Yeah.
I think that has a lot to offer to a base.
Yeah. What do you think about the finish? Was it? I don't get much of like it
Not
doesn't
much.
hang. for
Yeah,
me.
right. No.
I went long just because it was more mid.
Yeah.
It was somewhere between mid and long for me.
Yeah.
The more,
Yeah.
Definitely more
couple
mid.
sips,
Yep.
more couple sips I took of it.
Right.
But I finally got that hug I was looking for.
Yeah, that definitely has that warmth to it. So, yeah,
Nice slow.
a slow burn. Like that one.
That has a lot to offer to a base.
It does.
It's in my head right now. I'm coming up with a.
You're already.
There you go.
He's,
There you
look,
go,
he's
man.
already setting his glasses back. I can see what he's doing.
Please step forward. That's great, man. I love
Yep,
that. That's
yep.
awesome.
He's already mixing in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the cherry wood with this and that 20-year base.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
that's gonna be a fun.
you know, some sort of a cherry pie thing going on, right? Like, is
yeah,
that
that's,
what? Yeah.
that's what he's got.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
You can't hide from us. So, this next one. This is a special one we pulled out. I haven't tasted this yet myself.
Oh.
So I'm very intrigued by what this is going to taste like. But what this is from Ann Arbor Distilling. This is an 8-year wing rye, aged 1 year in 5-gallon barrels, then an additional 7 years in a 53-gallon 1 char.
Ooh, interesting.
Right.
Very interesting. So 3 years and a 53?
7 years.
7 years
in 53.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man.
Whoa.
That's yeah.
That's a big nose. Wow.
Yeah. Eat your wing rye.
Where was I?
We were saying it was caramel.
Oh, that wing rye got some caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were,
caramel.
but I just when I smelt it right now.
Right. Yeah. It's. I would say it's probably my favorite so far. That one, definitely a good one.
It's definitely mild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try it again. I've lost track.
Not too much on the finish though.
No, it's definitely a short one.
It's one of the more desserty ryes I've tried.
Yeah. It's got a lot more sweet to it.
I think I have a spot for you.
And obviously we don't need to use everything, right?
Right. Yeah.
Can't use everything.
Yeah. You'll just mix them all.
Yeah, you know. Haberdashery. We good to move on then?
I think so. Yeah.
Next, it's our woolly rye.
Woolly rye.
This is 100% of our own distillate. This is a 4-year. This is 88% Wheeler rye, another 10% of Colin barley, malted barley, and 2% caramel malt.
It's like
I love woolly rye.
it's got a very sweet nose. It makes me think of my kids' cereal, like a marshmallow cereal.
So to that point,
Yeah.
it is intentional that we want to bring that grain to that forefront.
Gotcha.
We want to showcase that grain and the quality.
Definitely,
right?
it's definitely there.
Yeah. There's a technique that we're using that Phil mentioned to me last time that I'm not recalling right now, but it is a technique intentionally designed to intentionally used to bring those grains to the forefront.
That's a fantastic rye. It's just all there. The pepper, the
Absolutely.
rye notes.
Yeah.
The grain is very prominent. I love it. I just can't get over how sweet that nose is.
I know.
Oh, and you don't get that when it's not there on the palate, but it's way on the nose.
Well, this just threw a humdinger in my plan.
Yeah. That's why I didn't bother with this. Man.
You guys have to have such good juice.
I was holding
Right?
off on this for this one too, because
Yeah.
I really think this would play for a phenomenal component across the board.
Yeah.
Right. It adds so many different dynamics that are uncommon within your standard ryes.
Yeah.
And the Canadian Albertas are phenomenal. That's the reason why we
absolutely.
continually use them. Right. They're great whiskeys, but like what we're doing with ours, I mean, that alone is phenomenal.
What was the age on that one?
This is only a 4-year.
See? I
Yeah,
mean,
and this drink's very, very mature. Very mature. That's the beauty of rye too, right? Like
yeah.
you can have a 2-year rye and still have mass dynamics. Great profile across the board. Where a 2-year bourbon might not be exactly the same.
Right, yeah.
You can't compare the two. I really feel that rye has been taking that. It's a long, slow corner.
Yeah.
but,
Right.
but it's taking it. You
and
know.
we're, and
We
it's-
love ryes.
We probably say that I feel like we say that every video, how much we love rye. It's just I think it's one of our favorites for sure.
And for me, I think it's sort of the natural next progression, right? As we've seen the brown spirit revolution over the last 20 years. You're starting with that 80 proofer, but now we're at that hazmat level where everybody's like, that's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
Their palate needs more, oomph to it or whatever, dynamics, and needs more challenge. And that's where the proof kept going up and up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
To me, it's just a natural progression to get into the rye. That grain lends so much more. The mash bill plays a lot to the effect. The distilling techniques, the distilling equipment. You know, we're using a copper still, so that plays a lot to it. That adds a lot of different components.
You just messed Dan all up, though.
No.
No?
No.
Now you're coming back?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of tweak here. A little bit.
I'm giving that one a mid.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
It's like not terribly long, but it's not short.
Yeah. It
Hey,
pops
mark any of
out.
it?
What's that?
I didn't mark any of it.
No, you didn't even mark it.
I wrote my notes down.
Yeah, that's
I just love the woolly rye.
yeah. The woolly rye it's really good.
I like it too. I'm stoked for that rose and rye. Whenever they still got a few years,
Yeah,
if not more. But I got to taste a new make, then a 1-year-old.
yeah.
Incredible, incredible.
The patience it takes for you guys. It's
You
you
know?
have to wait so long.
There's no way.
You have this idea,
Yeah,
and then
right.
you
And then
fulfill the idea, and you have to wait for the idea.
Wait.
You're like,
You
oh,
leave,
man.
you leave me in a barrel house.
Oh.
I'm going to go through like 4 boxes of stainless steel nails. Or wood dowels. There's going to be a lot of holes and a lot of barrels. I do like that one though.
yeah, it's definitely a long game for sure.
It really is, yeah. Game of patience.
This is gonna be tough.
Man, oh man.
All right. I'm very curious about that stout one.
Me too, man.
Yeah, let's try that. Sorry, I'm not trying to rush you.
No. You're not. Yeah, so next is our final, right? We are using a, is this the Canadian? Yeah, this is a 16-year malty Canadian rye, finished in brass ring imperial stout barrel. I love a good beer finish.
Oh,
I love a good wine
yeah.
finish.
That beer is really prevalent.
Just holding.
Yeah, again, that
Yeah.
viscosity, man.
You get that malt. That's really strong malt.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah.
A malted rye too. That's another. That's so darn good. Brings a lot of great earth tones. It's always funny. Like I got to start in my in the wine world, right? Working in a wine bar and hearing people talk about like barnyard and you know, tobacco, and you're like, why is that favorable?
Is that
why do you
good?
like tasting that?
Chew on tobacco.
It's like I don't get it, but
Yeah.
I get it. Man, that is great.
I like it on its own.
That one is good on its own.
I don't think it's going to work for my
For your
thought
mix?
process. On its own, I think this is a single barrel.
Yeah.
That is a good single barrel.
That definitely stands on its own for sure.
I don't think we have enough of it to make a single barrel, unfortunately.
Yeah. But the fun of this though is that maybe it does something surprising. You mix it with a few different things.
Exactly.
See, you know.
Exactly.
Hey, you never know what it's going to do.
Yep.
You gotta play mad scientist.
Yeah, right, yep.
You just have to, right? Because even how something like this could play with the cherry wood,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Like those two dynamics together could make for something really, really yummy. Sometimes I start just by doing half and halves. Just,
Yeah.
you know, for the hell of it. Yeah, when we start doing the blends, you know, however you guys want to do it,
Yeah.
you know. Did a wrench get in?
You're a wrench
Tossed
in
into
there.
your. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of these, I get a lot in the middle.
Yeah. There are definitely a lot of mid. Mid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, marked a lot of that.
only 2 of them really that I don't have much in the mid. This one does seem to have a little bit of a longer finish comparatively. It's quite dry too.
It
right?
is. No, I get that.
Sort of like makes you pucker up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta look back at my notes here.
That's really good. Do you have anything going on in your head, Brent?
I think I'm just gonna, because
Awesome.
I think I'm just gonna mix a few things that I think might work together.
Heck yeah.
I don't have any like plan in my head.
Yep. It's really fun because
Yeah.
sometimes when you have that plan,
Right.
you just can't reach it. You're like,
right.
How do I get there?
I really want to see how that stout plays with that cherry.
Yeah.
really do.
Absolutely. I'm really intrigued with that one too. So yeah, whenever you guys feel
Okay. It's ready to go.
that you personally are ready,
Okay.
feel free. Obviously, we have enough. This is the only one where we're obviously a touch lower.
Okay.
But feel free, pour yourself up,
right.
get a little bit more into the glass if you need be. We'll use these larger glasses to make the first few blends. And we
Okay.
have plenty more glassware behind the bar. And what we want to do, we're using whole numbers.
Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier
Don't
for
use
us
halves.
on our end.
Yeah, sure.
So what we're going to do is a 10 milliliter blend.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to do a half and half, do a half and half. But just using whole numbers across the board. And on these notations, you definitely want to
Keep track. Right.
you know.
I'm terrible at that. So
Yeah, me
I have to
too.
be very careful.
like, oh shoot, what did I just do? And sometimes when we get into these things, like people are always just grabbing all over the place, and next thing you know, like a bottle moved way over there.
right,
And
yeah.
you're like, oh shoot,
Oh,
wait,
shoot.
what was that?
Don't move the bottle.
What happened? But yeah, this is the fun part where you get to play mad scientist
Make sure that's my dry glass.
and just go.
You like what you did. I'm not.
Is it a home run after that? And obviously, like as you're adding different components, you can taste as you're going along, or you can just sort of just make your 10 milliliters and see how it turns out.
Okay.
Right? There's no right or wrong way of doing this. We're just kind of literally mad scientists just goofing. Are you on your second blend?
Yeah.
How'd that first one turn out for you, Brent?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very. The second one, I didn't do as well as I thought I would.
Yeah.
But the first one actually turned out pretty
Nice.
unique.
Sometimes, yeah, it's fun to see how sometimes theory
Right.
just didn't work out.
Right. Yeah.
Do you guys end up just a lot of moans and grunts happening as you're editing?
Yeah.
Just
We'll add lots of thought bubbles. Don't we?
I realize I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, oh.
That's thought bubbles are my newest thing.
Interesting. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's getting there, huh?
I like this one.
Just trying to figure out what I'm doing for my last one.
Oh, we got more glassware.
Oh, I know.
I already know where this
We've
one
got
goes.
pages.
Yeah.
I already know where this glass came
We've got a bar. We're not limited, only by quantity of that.
Right.
Maybe this one too. I don't know what the quantity of that one was.
Yeah. Here, I'll take a sip. That's really good. Here, try my second one.
Is that a hitter?
Try my second blend there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a nice job.
That's nice. That's number 2. I'm still kind of getting tasting out of that, but
Yeah.
there were some fun notes in that one.
That one's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Rebellious teenager.
Yeah.
Little attitude up front.
That's not bad. That's good.
I like that third one more than I like the other two.
Yeah. I still think my first one is my best, though. Blend 3, I did a 50-50
Of which?
of the Barrel C and D. So the cherry wood and the 5-year
Nice.
MGP. Because that 5-year was, I think it was probably my favorite
Yeah.
of this set. Other than, well, the Woolly Rye, I think maybe probably number 1, but I wanted to try the 2. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. It wasn't quite as good as I expected, though.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh, these are 2 great ones. Why don't they taste that great together?
What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, I used the MGP in the base for this second one here.
Yeah.
And then the A2 and the Woolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like 5, 2, 3.
I did. The cherry wood was 2. I did. Yeah, the barrel D 3 and barrel E 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that cherry wood's been a theme
Yeah.
throughout. I think that definitely is a solid mix in there.
Right.
I almost made a faux pas.
I'm very happy with that one.
You're not very happy?
I'm very happy
Oh,
with
you're
that
very happy.
one.
Nice.
Yeah, very happy with that one.
What's in that blend?
I have I did 5 of the Barrel B, which is the Canadian finish, and then I did 2 of the 5-year, and then the Woolly Rye. I did
nice.
3. So it's got a nice rye. Here, you want to try
Okay.
it? You gonna try it? I'm very happy with that one.
Ooh. It almost has like a sour beer nose.
Yeah, right. Which there's no beer in it, which is weird.
Right. It just turned out that way.
Yep. Yeah, it surprised me actually. Yeah, I'm very happy with that one.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a contender 100%.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Good.
Mark that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll
Give yourself a star on that one.
Okay,
Man.
great. Nice.
I like that one.
I'm just writing contender right on it.
Here you go.
Says Kevin. Yeah, let me see.
A straight half and half
Okay.
of the American 20 year and the Woolly.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't that nice? I like that.
That is real nice.
This is bubblegummy.
Yeah.
You got this one going, yeah.
I got 3 of the 5-year, 3 of the one we really don't know that much about,
The A2.
Yep.
Ann Arbor. The wing rye.
and 4 of
Of the Woolly Rye.
the Woolly Rye.
I'm sensing a theme with the Woolly Rye, really. It makes sense to me.
Oh, and you have the Woolly. So the wing
Yeah,
and the Woolly.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
4,
Yeah.
3, 3, and 3.
I will have enough in there. I don't know if I
You
did.
did, I think you did.
That's nice.
That's pretty good.
I like that there's a bubblegummy kind of nose to that. That's
Yeah.
very unique.
It's crazy how they mix together to make their own unique flavor.
Absolutely, right?
And because there's nothing had bubble gum, but then
No.
you put them together.
Yeah.
Like, ta-da. We have a wild yeast barrel coming out soon, and this thing is like glorious funkadelic. But even on the palate, there's like this bubblicious
Yeah.
tone to it. You're like, why and
What
where
was
is
that other
this
one
coming
had
from?
the-
What is going on?
Oh, yeah, what's that other one?
There was one we had that was very bubble gum.
That we tasted at Lansing?
No, that I bought from Hunter.
Not the cigar blend.
No, I bought a lot of bottles from Hunter.
Yeah.
Now this one was double bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, word.
All over it.
Was that a Woolly Rye?
You sent me a
I thought it was a rye. It was definitely a Mammoth.
I know it was Mammoth.
was it one of our borrowed times?
I think it was a Woolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a Woolly Rye.
Yeah, it was.
That's intriguing.
But I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah.
You sent me like a screenshot or whatever, like a shot of all the things you.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah,
Hold on.
that cigar blend is. Yeah. Don't start with that one. I don't know if I like blend 4 more than I like blend 2 or blend 3.
I like that one a lot. Give you a star.
Too many options.
You know?
You know, Friday was a lot easier just having a tripe barrel.
Yeah.
That's the really fun component. And I
I mean, this is where the fun is, though. Trying
Well,
to
yeah.
make
right, yeah,
something.
you're taking
Right.
existing components and trying to find something uniquely.
Yeah.
And it's a real art form to theoretically even knowing how one's going to play with another. Right, like Phil's really impressed with this. I'm impressed with Phil with his ability to just like take these 7. He's going to that's going to bring out XYZ.
Yeah.
That's going to
Yeah.
put into the ABC.
To pinpoint it.
And
Yeah.
he's able to he has 2 chemistry degrees. So it would help, but just having that base knowledge just to know how they're going to play off each other.
I feel like mixing too many it's too complex.
Sometimes
it just overpower. Like it's just everything's fighting. So this one has 3 of the American, 2 of the cherry, 2 of the woolly rye, and then 3 of the stout. And it's just too much going on. At least in my opinion. Oh, that's nice. What is that?
I disagree.
Really? You think it's good?
I like complexity though. I
yeah. Okay.
You know, like there's one thing I've always found
complex.
too. Like my palate often sits very far left of mainstream palates.
Okay, yeah.
Like what's popular. I don't disagree that it's good, just not necessarily like favorable for me.
Right.
As it
Yeah.
were, right. I like that.
No, good. Yeah. No. What do you think? What's this one? Don't you just hand me?
Some.
It's good. It's
a little
really good.
some.
Blend 6.
Blend 6 is good. I like that a lot.
You're already on 6. Damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm on blend. That's
You're
blend
quick.
5 for me. That's blend 5 for me.
Quick.
Culinary school.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, that one's blend 5 for me, and yeah, maybe I'll give it another shot.
I'm only starting 4.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in the nose in this one.
That one's
And
good.
it's only 3.
Really?
It's only 1 to 3.
You're narrowing that down. That's pretty good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice. It sits all the way through, front, middle, back. If anything, that could just use another profile up or down, like a fruity tone or like. So what's in this again?
So 5 milliliters of B, so the 20 year.
Okay, the 20 year non-finished.
4 of E, so the A, 2 OC, and 1 of the stout. So if I take 1 out of the 20 year, add 1 of the cherry.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Something to that.
And then number 7.
Here we go again.
All right, so we're
Now I forgot what number I put in this. Thanks.
no problem. 1.
Uh-oh.
Actually,
All right. I'm gonna try that, but I'm gonna do instead of the cherry, I'm gonna do the woolly rye. So what was your blend?
Oh, good. That's what
Show
I
me
did.
blend 6, because I'm curious.
now you're copying me.
I'm not trying to copy you. I'm trying to
Stop treating me.
narrow down.
Yeah, do your own homework.
So you got 5, 4,
5B, 4.
and you're gonna take 1 of barrel B out.
Do you want my blend 7 now?
Yes, please.
4, 2, 3, 1.
Okay, but I'm gonna do instead of. Now I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
Too many things going on.
no, right. Instead of because I was thinking instead of the cherry, which is 4E, right? No, 4. You don't have any cherry in that one.
Cherry is the third.
No.
That's 3. Okay, so
Yep.
instead of doing the cherry, do the woolly rye. So 4, 3,
You're
2,
confusing the
1.
hell out of
4,
me.
3, 2, 1. There'll be 4,
What's happening here?
3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So,
I'm curious what that'll do. Barrel B is 4. I need more barrel. This is where it's getting fun now.
Yeah, because once you start getting dialed in a little
Yep,
bit, yeah, you just want play up or down one way or the other.
Is that a clean glass over here?
I don't doubt
No,
it.
that's not clean. I need one more. I need another glass. Yeah.
I brought backups. I have a feeling I'm going to be sticking around doing glassware for a couple hours.
4.
I don't mind.
We'll do 3.
Oh,
You found it,
Found
huh?
something.
You found something.
Hello, Daddy.
3. We'll do 2.
Do we really have to do construction anymore? Can we quit our jobs?
Gosh.
Let's just open a distillery.
Yeah, just. Let's just start a podcast. Let's just start a distillery. Let's just. That's how we do everything.
Let's just.
This was Rishi's fault.
Yeah, this is totally Reach's fault.
He's the one who told us to do this.
I think we might have said, you know what we should do.
We know what we should do.
You know what?
That's probably how we ended up doing this.
As we've said in our other videos, the whole reason we have this is Rishi.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We stopped in one day and we were just talking to him about, I think we watched some Bruzel or something before we went in.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about YouTubers and no one talks about Michigan stuff. And
Yeah.
Rishi was like,
was our thing.
you guys do it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we went to lunch. We drove back to Belding. By the time we got to Belding, we had our YouTube channel. We had Facebook, Instagram.
Next day we had a logo.
Yeah, he had the logo.
Poof.
I'm like, well, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it is phenomenal. Like, I was literally thinking about that before coming in today, that like the fact that nobody else is doing a strictly Michigan-based, podcast. I sincerely appreciate that
Yeah.
from you guys.
Well, and we've seen it from everybody. Like everyone's like, "Wow, you guys are actually talking
Well,
about Michigan?"
yeah, when we started it, we sent 5 emails. We're like, we're not going to hear back. And all of a sudden, we got 5. I think everyone replied back to all 5. And we're like, oh, okay.
You got solid. That's solid for sure. Oh, it's warm.
I know. It's so good.
I think you might have hit it there.
Okay, one sec. Okay.
Yeah, try that.
So this was the edit to the other one, right?
So that's for the
Yeah.
Canadian 20-year, non-finished. 2 of the cherry. 3 of E, which is the A20C.
Yeah, the wing
And
line.
then 1 of the stout.
Oh, nice.
Science.
That is really good.
So good. Either way, I want a bottle of that.
Right?
That's a really nice nose.
The finish on it is fantastic.
I think it's that wing rye that's bringing some bubblegum tone to it.
Yeah.
I'm just checking, blend this bottle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. It's chewy. Ooh. Even more coming out in the back. Like the double back.
The back is incredible.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's a definite.
Yeah.
And yes, if you guys would like to just do a solo bottle of something,
Oh, we can do that?
100%.
Oh,
Sweet.
Right? Like we can do something for Rishi, but if we happen to find something that you're like, oh dang,
Yeah.
that's my jam, but we don't necessarily think it's going to play to the masses.
That was pretty good.
But that's
That I think would definitely.
damn good.
Yeah.
That's damn good.
I mean, either way, I'm getting a bottle of that.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Yeah, you both. I mean, that's both.
Yeah.
Both of those have contenders. So let's
Yeah. Blend 4.
maybe we should get
Our top,
get a 3 or 4 sort of together as contenders, and then maybe try to decide between those 4.
yeah.
So maybe you think about that?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay, so I got those 2.
Okay.
That's so good.
That's good too. Yours is, yeah. That's a contender. That might be. Oof, that's good.
I don't know if I want to try it again.
feel like you nailed it. I feel like you maybe did.
I don't not toot my own horn.
No, I'm right
Toot
there
your
with
horn,
you.
bro.
Yeah, toot it.
That was good. The nose, every component. That's like a main goal when you're getting these blendings. You want that full, like as they say, umami, right? That full profile across your palate, the front, the middle, the back, the nose. Every component is hitting. There's a note on every little thing.
I don't know what to call that one.
Well, you don't have to name it this second.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking.
Getting ahead of yourself.
We'll get a book of names.
Yeah, right. That's a solid blend, man.
I hate to say it, I think that beats my Kentucky one.
Really?
Yes.
Your Kentucky one's pretty good too.
I know, but I think that one's better. I can't try again.
No, I think I'm ready. I think I'm good too.
I can't top it.
Yep. Because my blend 4 is still beating the last one I did too. So I don't know, try my blend 6 because this is your blend, but then I changed it up just a hair.
Oh, this is my stolen.
Yeah, your stolen valor.
That does smell pretty good though.
Yours still better though. That's good though.
You got some attitude on the back.
Yeah,
Some attitude, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Ooh.
She's aggressive.
Yeah. That's my blend 4.
I can't beat blend 7.
That's pretty good.
This is a rough gig.
That's nice edit. So that was the edit to the previous one.
Okay. I
So
like
rather than half and half,
the nose is really nice.
I did 4 of the American oak, 4 of the woolly, and then 2 of the cherry wood.
Ooh.
Those are a theme. Like those 3 bottles, I feel like have been pretty solid within all of mine. That's really good nose.
Frankly, you can't go wrong with any of these.
Correct.
Damn you, Mammoth.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah. All right, so now that we have all our contenders, we're gonna try to all mix one.
Yeah, let's do
one
our
more
contenders, and then we'll each have a little tasting of it, and figure out where. So I think these. What do we have? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I got 1.
Brent, you have 2.
I've got one.
Okay, you have 1. I have 1.
Okay, perfect.
Well, unless you want to say like that previous half and half was good enough, but I think almost kind of feel that other one with the cherry with the editing was better.
That's why I'm at.
Please pass the woolly.
Yeah. Just need a little bit more of that in my glass here. There you go.
Okay.
That was the stressful part.
That's now the stressful part.
Pick our favorite
Here
child.
we go.
Okay. Oh, that's
You can tell which 2 I really liked.
yeah. Yeah, because they're empty.
Oh, I've refilled them a few times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you work pretty quick.
Yeah, he does.
Quite impressed with that. Yeah.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I can be indecisive. I can sit here and ponder all over these things like him and haw. I'm like,
I kind of treat it as gambling. Once I hit my The one I know.
Yeah.
I just stopped. Like, I'm not going to push it. God, that.
Yeah, I'm trying to try yours again. Yeah, see, I think, man.
Brent, can I try yours?
I really like that. That's Dan's.
That's mine.
This is
This
yours.
one's mine.
Okay. I'm gonna hold that there. I'm gonna try Brent's out.
This is Kevin's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really solid too, Kevin.
It is.
Really solid. Which we have to pick one, really.
Well, I mean, you know.
Well, yeah. I think I may have to go home with a bottle of that. To go home with.
Okay. That's really nice.
Yeah. They're all really good.
There's some good fruit components in there. Pop up in the middle.
Yep.
Good baking spices playing off of that. The nose is sweet, but kind of still savory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not too much ethanol or anything like that. All right, Dan, this is your banger.
Nah, I put a heart there.
Yeah, man.
I love that 20-year base.
Yeah, that 20 year is really solid.
Unfinished base.
That was what I ended up with. My blend 4 was my base.
Man, oh man.
It's okay if you like mine better. He won't.
Wow. Listen, I've
Gonna
had
be a
enough
lot.
bar fights I had to break up before in the past. I don't want to do it again.
Don't worry, we'll wait until the ride home.
Yeah.
Just hits all of it.
Yeah.
Of course, I went at it as a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
marketing
right.
standpoint.
Yeah. Trying to get something.
The public.
Right. It's always a thing. Like whenever I was doing barrel picks, when I was working with a wholesaler, and they were asking my opinion, I'm like, well, first let me understand. Like, do you want something that's really going to be outside the normal, contenders, and like
Right.
really doesn't check every single box of like everyone's going to love this, or do you want everyone to really love this? It's like that is where my opinion's going to change, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know what I like.
Yeah. But you also
But-
know what the public likes.
Exactly.
And what's popular.
And I know that my palate sits so far to the left of like what the general public likes. I was like,
yeah.
I want that. But
Whiskey's so
no one else is gonna
personal.
want
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's all.
We all tasted each other's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we're gonna judge this.
I don't.
I mean, I think Dan's is the best so
Yeah.
far that I've. I'm gonna go with Dan's.
I don't want too
I'm my
high
number
on
one.
one.
No, I know it's fine though. You're humble. It's fine.
I know.
You can tell you've got that culinary skill. You know how to mix flavors.
That's an important factor, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's my number one for sure.
Well, what pisses me off more is it beats my Kentucky one.
That should make you happy.
It does.
It's our Michigan, man. This is Michigan.
Only benefit with the Kentucky one is they always have those 6 barrels on hand.
Right. I'm probably gonna try and get a bottle of the one I did. So, but I think as far as our pick for the
Rishi.
for Rishi, I think yours is probably my number one.
You like that idea? it's definitely important that you guys need to stand behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I would have no problem putting my name on that bottle. None.
So good.
Let's go, Dan.
Yeah. All right.
Blend this.
Another
barrel.
Pure Michigan Pour exclusive, guys. Good job, Dan.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah, it was so good. Thank you, Kevin. That was.
Yep. Thank you so much. This
I was
has
almost
been
worried this was
amazing.
going to take even longer.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh,
We're
no.
pretty decisive.
I had a great time.
Now you do. Now these are offered to the public too. People can sign up for them.
100%. Yeah,
Okay.
we do these both. So we're doing a bulk blend as we are now, right? So
Yep.
we're going to be doing a small multi-case purchase for Rishi's where you'll be able to find it at Rishi's. But we can do this individually. So if, again, like you guys wanted your own individual bottle, come on down, get a hold of me, go to mammothdistilling.com.
Fantastic.
My email, Kevin at mammothdistilling.com. We can do these all day long. You can do the experience by itself for $50. And if you end up wanting to buy the bottle itself, you just tack another $75, so $125 altogether. Or we can do a bulk. So if your company, you want to do a fun team building experience, that's always a great thing. Or if you just want to come in by yourself and say, I'm going to make a blend for my staff, and 100% man. Yeah.
Because I know the one I did in Kentucky, another idea would be for a bachelor party. I mean, there was a bachelor party that did it with that when I was in Kentucky. It was a bachelor party that was in the class with me.
Yeah.
Well, that would just be fun.
Yeah.
That is fun, yeah. And so my first one I did was with the Freemasons of Michigan.
Oh.
So they're going to be taking it for their whole group. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
We'll have all of Kevin's. We'll have Kevin's information and Mammoth.
Yep.
perfect. Yeah.
Yep. So
Sounds like we got.
yeah, I think
we got
we're
our
set,
pick.
We
so
got a winner.
Go when we'll let you know when this drops, and you can pick it up at Rishi's.
Yep.
So in the meantime, happy pours.
Happy pours, guys.